up, everybody? This is Bree Nicole, and I'm back with a story time of something that just happened to me last week and this week. Okay, let's get into the story. March 27, I feel weird. I woke up feeling weird. Couldn't figure out why, but I went to the bathroom and I wipe and I see blood on the tissue. I'm like, okay, maybe my period's trying to start early or whatever, even though it's supposed to start in April. And I just took it as that. So the 28th, I seen it again. I woke up and felt the same way, seeing the same thing. I'm like, okay, this is weird. Still no, like, it didn't look like period at all. For my ladies, that's what that is. So it looked like I was fighting. I was like, this is weird. So the 29th of March, I go into the bathroom. I knocked on the door and I tell my mom, like, we need to talk. I need to talk to you about something because I'm scared. I don't really want to talk about this, and I don't know what to do. And then she goes, come in the bathroom with her and shut the door. I say, okay. So I go and I shut the door, and I was like, Mom, I'm just afraid. I really don't want to talk about this. She said, what, you're pregnant? I looked at her and I just didn't say nothing. I was like, but I hope not. She's like, okay, well, don't worry about it. I'll just call the nurse or find somebody to talk to. So, sorry, you guys. So maybe I could find somebody to talk to, like a nurse or doctor, and they can tell me what to do next. So she comes back from the store and she hands me her iPhone and she goes, the nurse wants to talk to me on the phone. So by this time I'm trying to process in my head what's going on or maybe happening to my body and what can be happening and changing my life again. So I talked to the lady on the phone. I tried so hard not to, not be focused on the situation because I was like thrown off completely because I couldn't believe that this may be happening to me again. So I'm answering the question the best way I can because I was distraught. So then I just didn't worry about it because my mom was like, don't worry about it. It may not be that. It may be your birth control pills messing with you, which I didn't think of, but I'm glad that the nurse said that also. So I just took it at that. March 30th, I went out with my aunt again, hoping and praying that it came then because I had an extra pad in my purse, and I was like, hopefully, this with this, blah blah blah, and nothing happened. I just was like, okay, whatever. So the 31st was a Saturday, and I went out with my boyfriend. We went to the movies, and I was like, I'm going to tell him what is the possibility. So I looked at him and I said, babe, do you love me? Blah, blah. He said, what, babe? He was like, what you want? What you about to get me into? I was like, nothing, babe. I just wanted to tell you something. And then he was like, what? So I procrastinated for a long time. I promise you guys, the whole ride to the damn movies, I was procrastinating. So then he was like, stop this car right now and take you right back home if you don't tell me what you gotta tell me because you procrastinate now. So then I was like, okay. So then I go, yeah, we might be having another baby. He was like, what? That shit ain't funny. Blah, 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 blah. So I go, I'm not kidding. He was like, are you serious? Like, blah, blah. And he asked me 1,001 questions. By the time he went from laughing, giggling to actually getting pissed off at himself. He wasn't too much mad at me. It was more like he's mad at himself because he's like, I knew what you went through to have Maya and all them late nights, you cramped and blah blah. It was just really, really bad. for us, because for me, my cervix is very short. So when I have a child, I have to get a cerclage, and that's when they sew up your cervix so your baby can hold in your stomach. They give you this needle in your back, and it's got oil in it with natural ingredients in it. So fast forward, well, let's go backwards. Maybe that was not a good idea, now that I think about it, because April Fool's Day was the 1st. So telling him the 31st was probably not a good idea, but I really wanted to get it off my chest because I couldn't, keep to myself for too long. So he was like really, really upset. So anyways, fast forward to this week. I went to church. I still felt a little disturbed a little bit because I was like, I can't believe this could be really happening to me. What in the world? I'm sorry, you guys. What in the world? What in the world? What in the world? So that's been on my mind since I had the possibility in my head that could be what's going on. So let's say the 2nd, which was yesterday, my mom comes into the room and she hands me a pregnancy test box, and it's one of clear blue boxes, the real ones that are expensive, like $20, but those are the good ones and those are the real ones. And at first I couldn't use the bathroom. I was like, oh my goodness, maybe it's because I'm nervous, this. So I eventually ate and then went to the bathroom and drank 3 gallons of freaking water, you guys. 3 gallons of water just to pee. And I finally went to the bathroom. I had my mom and the nurse come and look. And they looked at each other and my mom was like, dang, Brie, you're not pregnant. I just fell to the floor and I cried and I said, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus, thank you, Jesus. Because at the same time, you guys, babies are a blessing, but only if you are financially, emotionally, and mentally ready to have a child, then yes, having a child is a good idea. Or if you're married, it's a good idea. If y'all not living in the same house, if y'all not emotionally and mentally and everything you could think of, if you're not ready to have a child, do not have that child. Okay? Especially if you're young, do not do it. So, I already have one child. She is 2 now. Thank you, Lord. I had to go through a lot to have her. Like I stated before, I had a child before her, and she passed away in 2011. She was born in 2010. She was 23 weeks early. I was 5 months pregnant, and she passed away because she had pulmonary hypertension in her lungs, and she had lung disease. She was in and out of the hospital, NICU, rehab. They had trachs inside her, everything underneath the sun. So she passed away at 8 months old, and I miss her dearly, but Maya was my blessing baby. But having another child right now is not a good idea, you guys. But I mean, at the same time, I'm happy that I didn't get to have a baby right now because I'm not ready. But at the same time, I am a little bit sad because I'll keep thinking about whether or not it probably would have been my little boy. I've been wanting a little boy since, forever. Because I always, love little boys' outfits and suits and stuff. So, But I thank you, Lord, and I thank everybody who knew, who prayed for me. I want to say when it's time, it will be time. God does not make no mistakes. Well, thank you guys. Love y'all. Bye.